I am telling you, the Democratic Party has found a new leader who's going to show a backbone and call out the Republican Party for their anti-retiree, anti-worker budget. Someone has finally called out Chuck Schumer, and it is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Her approval rating is higher than that of the two major political parties and of the Congress and of the president. This is the front runner to win the 2028 election, unless if some corporate smooth talking, deceptive wolf in sheep's clothing takes over the front runner spot. But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the front runner to be the winner of the 2028 election after the great Trump session that is about to hit America. Because the deficit's going to explode and Donald Trump is going to gut every working program for working people. His tariffs war is going to result in the loss of jobs in the private sector. Could the Bronx native win the 2028 election? It is worth asking. Bronx is Gematria 28. The 62nd election would be the re-election campaign of 2032. So that's what we have to note with AOC. The cult is going to have to collapse at some point. Ocasio-Cortez is 59. What is 59? Oh, stock market crash. That's going to happen under Donald Trump. And it already happened under Donald Trump. It happened during COVID. Donald Trump bailed out corporate America. This was a de facto stock market crash in 2020. This time around in 2024, they're not going to get the same type of COVID bailouts. Well, Donald Trump will certainly try to do that. Are they going to have the money to do this time? I doubt it. I doubt it. The man who's going to destroy America, the end of America as we know it. Everything that Donald Trump touches dies. And on the 100-year anniversary of the stock market crash of 1929, we may see the next great Democratic president have to save America from another great Republican crash. Alexandria is 44. Recession is 44. I wonder what Trump-onomics equals. Trump-onomics is stock market crash. I used this same method to correctly predict the crash of 2020. We were already in recession even before COVID. And the same is going to happen right here today. Trump-onomics 67, Ocasio-Cortez knows that, hey, billionaire supply side tax breaks for billionaires is not going to do America any good. And so, Alexandria, and her birth year is 89. It's Republican trickle-down nonsense that's going to result in her election. Supply-side economics is 89. Once again, supply-side fails to pay for itself. They know this, by the way. Reagan tripled the deficit. Bush exploded the debt. Donald Trump, added $8 trillion of debt. He still added more debt than Biden when you don't account for COVID. So the same failed policies again on the right wing. Donald Trump has gotten rid of the minimum wage for federal contract workers. Republicans don't care about workers. All they care about is billionaires buying up the houses once people foreclose on their homes. People are just getting outright scammed voting for the GOP. Life is better for them under the Democrats. Every single time. It's 8 out of the last 9 recessions have happened under Republican presidents. Our first female president, AOC. First female president. We see a failure of supply-side economics result in the next Democrat elected nearly 100 years after the market crash of 1929. The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. AOC is Comanche of 19 and 10 in 62. The 62nd election is in 2032. That would be a re-election year. Okay, so the election is on November the 7th. What's the amount of time from her birthday to November the 7th? The amount of time from her birthday to the day of the election, the Electoral College day, and, of course, hopefully we still have elections, because I'm really concerned if we do have elections. But big tech billionaires are certainly going to turn away from the GOP. They could turn to the Democrats. Could she be the next president to replace Trump? Vance, 25 days after birthday, 3 weeks and 4 days, because Trump is a 34-time convicted felon, is a huge disgrace to this country. Hey, Cortez is 33 in Gematria, just Cortez by itself. She was a bartender before she went into politics. So I do like that connection there. What about the inauguration day in 2029? That is 100 days when you include the end day. A failure of supply side economics. I think election day is going to connect better to inauguration. That's 74 days, that's 75 days. The day after the election, it'd be 73 days, and Bronx is Gematria 73. That's another way of looking at it. Cortez is 75, and 75 days, end day included to inauguration day, or Ocasio-Cortez. She is old enough to be president. She is now 35 years of age. And she'll be 39 years of age in the year of the election. New York is Gematria 39. She is from New York. She attended Boston University. International relations, you think about America, their relations with international countries is at an all-time low because Donald Trump is serving the Kremlin when he's trying to alienate everybody and make enemies with America's allies. And election day in 2028, that's 66, November 7 of 2028, that adds up to 66. 66 is Gematria of woman. Women is Gematria of 25 days after AOC's birthday. She advocates a progressive platform that includes worker cooperatives, probably like profit sharing and all that, worker-owned enterprises. The workers own the means of production. There's more democracy in working environments. There's not really any democracy in many working environments across America. Medicare for all, tuition-free colleges like they have in Europe, a jobs guarantee, Green New Deal, save the planet, abolishing ICE. I doubt she'll get rid of ICE, but if Donald Trump's his Doge, after Congress has allocated money to agencies, is able to eliminate agencies on his own, then who knows what can happen in 2028. She's a member of the so-called squad. The squad was what they were called. The squad would be re-election year 2032. Squad would be gematria of the year 2028. A member of the squad wins the election. AOC will have the House, but she'll have the Senate. So it looks like Republicans are going to still control the Senate. So it's not like AOC can get everything that she wants when 2028 is around the corner. But it is safe to say that if the Democrats are looking for a new leader, it is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She assumed office January the 3rd, 2019 in Congress, the big blue wave of 2018 during Donald Trump's disastrous first term. What's the amount of time to the time that she would be elected president? 119 months, 118 months. I'm not sure what 118 is, but 119 is basically taking over Mr. Trump. AOC would be 38 years of age at the beginning of the year 2028. Roughly 10 years after being sworn in as a congresswoman, AOC can become president of the United States after a great Trumpian crash. Trumpian crash is gematria of 62. The great Trumpian crash could see an 8-year term of the Democratic Party as a result of another great Republican crash. First, they told us that we were going to eliminate all the terrorists. They lied. They lied about weapons of mass destruction. Republicans lied then. They lied about having a bigger, better replacement for Obamacare. Republicans lied for 7-8 years. So Republicans are grifters. So all they care about is billionaire tax breaks and gutting all regulations for billionaires. This is all they care about. This is literally all they care about. And as a result of Donald Trump not giving a shit, America's going to be in full-blown crash. A crash that's going to see the Boston U grad take over. Crash is 49 and Donald J. Trump is 49. We already did have a crash. I predicted all of this in 2019. I predicted stock market crash that was going to happen under Donald Trump's presidency. I correctly predicted no recession under Biden. The economy grew. And now the recession and perhaps a depression is here for Herbert Hoover number 2. Her digits add up to 32. 2032 would be a re-election year. She took office at 29 years of age as the youngest woman to be elected to Congress. 2029 is a inauguration year for the Congresswoman. She is from Puerto Rico, rich poor. Also, not a U.S. state, but Puerto Rico has many protections. Ocasio-Cortez stock market crash, Trumponomics 59, Puerto Rico 59. Remember when What did Donald Trump say about Puerto Ricans? Interesting. What was he saying about Puerto Ricans? I think it was that hate-filled rally. Puerto Ricans are angry about the racist comments from Donald Trump and that so-called comedian. And he called Puerto Rico an island of garbage, basically. Uh, that's why Donald Trump had no problem with this comedian coming in and saying that Puerto Rico was an island of garbage. Let's see, November general election that AOC won. She blew him out of the water. Yeah, look, 10 years later is the election, and of course, inauguration is. I just don't think America can survive with a corporate candidate. Over 110 months after her election, she could become president of the United States. Is she going to run against J.D. Vance? J.D.'s come out to the 14th district of New York that she is from. J.D. Vance will be Gamache of Trump-onomics and stock market crash. Will J.D. Vance run in the general election against AOC? As 22nd Amendment bars the president from serving more than 2 terms. They're trying to give Trump a 3rd term, and everything that they project with Barack Obama is everything that their projections are literally confessions at this point.